Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for lessons in English and math skills with City and Gills. Let's just begin today's session. Our first question, what is, and I'm just going to call the digits here because I want you to think first. So you have 170034 making up that value, that monetary value, and we want to write this in words. So our place value is important right here. What place value are we seeing here? How much money do we have? Well, we have to know what digit appears in which place. So let's just look at the digits and then we'll name the number. So we have, so we name the number. So we have, in the ones place, we have a 4. In the tens place, a 3. In your 100 place is 0. 1,000 place is 0, and then you have 10,000 place is 7, and in your 100,000 place is 1. So from that, you would realize that the 1 million is out, the 1,000 is out, and the 17,000 is out, because you would have realized that you have $170,034. We can also say this by saying $170,034. All right, next question. A shopkeeper has 4 grams of sweets. 4 kilograms, that's not grams, 4 kilograms of sweet. He has small bags that hold 50 grams of sweet each. How many 50-gram bags can he fill from the 4 kilogram that he has? Okay, what is being asked of you here? Correct. How many 50-gram can you get from 4 kilogram? So we want to put them on the same unit. So since we're working with the 50-gram bags, let us convert our 4 kilograms to grams. Now you should know by now that 1 kilogram is equivalent or is made up of 1,000 grams. So if we have 4 kilograms, we multiply 4 by 1,000 would give us the amount of grams we'd have. So how many 50 grams can we get from 4,000 grams? And this calls for the skill of division. So we're dividing 4,000 grams by 50 grams, which gives us 80. So that means if the question is how many 50-gram bags can he fill, the answer would be 80 50-gram bags. All right. Next question. A kitchen fitter has 3 units that each measure 500 millimeter wide. He wants to put a worktop on the top of the 3 units. How much worktop does he need? All right. So your worktop. So say you are making counters, you're making cupboards for the kitchen. So you're putting on the top of those cupboards, the surface that you'll be working on. What's the first thing we need to look at? Let's look at the answer. The options you have are in meters. But as you can see, the measure that was given to you for the kitchen, for the units, is in millimeters. So you'd have to do some conversion so you know exactly what you're working with. So let us see. The units are measured, as you can see, is in meters. So 3 units at 500 millimeter is the same as 1,500. So 3 units of 500 that. If we multiply 3 units by the 500, it would give us our total measure. And that is 1,500 millimeters. But as I said before, your options are not in millimeters. They're in meters. So you want to convert your millimeters to meters. Let's see how we do that. There are some information that we need to have. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So for every 10 millimeters, you can get 1 centimeter. Now, we are aware that 100 centimeters makes 1 meter. All right? Good. Therefore, if we were to multiply the 100 centimeters by 10, because remember, for every 1 centimeter, you have 10 millimeters. So 100 multiplied by 10 will give us how many millimeters will make up that very same 100 centimeter, which is also 1 meter. So we're talking about 1,000 millimeter is equivalent to 1 meter. Having said that, we go back up to where we had figured out the total measure of the 3 units, which is 1,500 millimeter. So we can now divide that 1,500 millimeter by 1,000 to tell us how many meters you would get from the 1,005 millimeter. And that is 1.5 meters to cover how much worktop would you need to cover all those 3 units, and it would be 1.5 meters. All right. Next question. The beach is 4 miles from my house. Which one of the following metric measures is the nearest to 4 miles? Well, there are some things that you have to know in order to access this question. But you can see right now that you have 4 miles and you have your options are in kilometers. So you're going to have to do some conversion. But let's look at the information that is there. What you need to know, what is the equivalent of 1 mile in kilometers? So how much mile equal a kilometer? How much kilometer equal a mile? That's what you need to know. So 1 mile is approximately 1.609 kilometers, or 1/609,000th kilometer. So in having having understood that, if you have 4 miles, you can multiply the 1.609 by 4 to give you the equivalent in kilometers. And that would be 6 approximately. And as you can see, I hope you're paying attention to the approximation sign, because it is not an exact measure, so it's approximated 6.436 kilometers. Now, if you look at your options, you don't see that same value over there. But if you're to round it off to the first decimal point, you would get 6.4, correct. So your response is, for 4 miles, you have 6.4 kilometers. Next question. A delivery driver expects to take 25 minutes to get from his depot to a garage. Then he's going to take 15 minutes to collect a car part and another 25 minutes to drive back to the depot. How long in total does he expect to be away from the depot? So how long will it take? So what we're saying, for him to leave the depot, go to the garage, pick up the parts, and return. How long is that? All right? So he's going to take 25 minutes to get to the garage, and then to get to the garage and pick up the parts is an additional 15 minutes. So we're going to add 25 to 15, which gives us 40 minutes, and then 25 minutes to take him back to the garage. So we're talking about 40 minutes plus 25 minutes. It gives us 65 minutes. Are you seeing any 65 minutes in your options? No. Therefore, you're going to have to figure out how many minutes make an hour and see what's left. So you should know that there are 60 minutes in every hour. So 65 minutes can be rewritten as 60 plus 5 minutes. So we can rewrite the 60 minutes as 1 hour and 5 minutes. And that was pretty easy. Next question. A company has 75 employees. A manager has 1,200 vouchers to share between the employees. He gives each employee the same number of vouchers. Now, he could have lined them up, 75 of them, and just walk around and give them one at a time. But that might take some time. So let's see what else he can do. So we're pretty much asking, how can he share the vouchers? And in a very efficient way, that is. So he has 75 employees. How many vouchers does he have? 1,200. That means he pretty much wants to know how many groups of 75 he can get out of 1,200. And he can determine that by dividing 1,200 by 75. And the answer is 16. So each employee will get 16 vouchers and not voucher. 16 vouchers. So your correct response for this one would be B. Next question. A box of sweets contains 26 sweets. How many sweets are there in 30 of these boxes? What are we asked to do here? Right, we're asked to find out what is the total sweets that we have when we have 30 boxes of sweets. And what do we do here? Information that's given from the question. One box has how many sweets? 26. Excellent. And we now have 30 of those boxes. So to determine the total, we'd multiply the 26 sweets in each box by the number of boxes we have. 26 multiplied by 30 gives us 780 sweets. Great job. Next question. 8 people share a bill of $340 equally. What? What's the key? Equally. Each person must pay what? So what is it asking you to do? What each person will pay. So what's the information we have? We know the total bill is $340. We know the number of persons paying, 8. So it's pretty simple after that. We know divide, or pretty much we're splitting the bill 8 ways. So we're dividing 340 by 8, which gives us $42.50. Each person will cover their portion of $42.50 in order to cover the bill of $340. Next question. A man saves $85 each month for 3 months and $115 each month for 2 months. How much does he save in total? So let's look. We want to figure out what is this man's total savings. So he saved $85 for 3 months. So if you can do it 2 ways. You can say 85 plus 85 plus 85, or 85 multiplied by 3 gives us 255. If you added it or you multiplied it, same amount you would get. So for the 3 months of saving $85, he has $255. But is that all that he was doing? No. He also saved $115 for 2 months. So you can choose to add those or multiply 115 by 2. Your answer would be 230. Now they ask you for total. That means you're going to have to combine everything. So 255 plus 230, that would give us $485. So this man would have saved $485 for those months that he was saving. Next question. A teacher shares 5 packs of pens between 20 students. There are 12 pens in each pack. How many pens does each student receive? So, information that we have from the question, 5 packs, how many pens are in each pack? 12 pens are in each pack. So if I were to multiply the number of packs I have by how many pens is in the pack, I would get 60 pens in total for the 5 packs. So I have 60 pens to share. Now I have 60 pens and 20 students. So what am I asking myself? How many sets of 20 can I get from 60? And that would mean 3. So each student will get 3 pens. Next question. The customer buys 12 packs of paper. Each pack costs $4.99. The total cost of the paper is, so let's look at the information that we can get from all of this. So what you're being asked is, how much was spent? You know they bought 12 packs of paper at $4.99 per pack. So that means 12 multiplied by $4.99 will give us a $59.88. And as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. So when you're doing the question, the exam question, just remember, read the question, figure out what the question is asking of you. After you figure out what they're asked, asking, and you can also pay attention to the options that you have. What are the options that you have should give you a clue to see if your thought process is in the right place. So as you can see, these are very easy and simple questions that if you really pay attention, you'll do very well in your exams. Next question. 8 packs of staples cost $25.52. How much does each pack cost? So let us divide. Why are we dividing? They told you the cost of 8 packs. Then they ask you the cost for 1 pack. So you would have multiplied to get the total cost for the 8. So now that we want to find an individual price, we're going to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So we're going to divide 8 into the total cost to give you the cost of 1. And the cost of 1 pack of staples is $3.19. Okay, next question. A customer buys 3 loaves of bread. Each loaf costs $3.99. The customer pays with $20. How much change should the customer receive? Now, there are some things here that we have to pay attention to. So they're not asking you how much the 3 loaves of bread cost, you know. They're asking you after you've calculated how much money you'd pay for the 3 loaves. If you were to spend the $20, how much would you get back from that $20? So let's do some calculations. 3 loaves of bread at $3.99. You calculate how much the total would be, and that would be $11.97. Now you're spending $20, or you're using $20 to pay your bill. So you'd have taken out the $11.97 from that, giving you a remainder of, giving you $8.03 left. All right. Packs of ice cream cost $4.35 each. Bags of chips cost $2.15 each. A customer buys 2 packs of ice cream and 3 bags of chips. What is the total cost? All right, awesome. So what did they buy? That's the first you need to figure out. So they bought 2 packs of ice cream, and they gave you a cost for each pack. So that's $4.35, and 3 bags of chips at $2.15. So we can do some more calculation here. So we can represent the ice cream cost by 2 multiplied by $4.35. We're going to add that to the total cost of the bags of chips purchased, 3 multiplied by $2.15, and that will give us a grand total of $15.15. Okay? Now, what is a quarter of $76? How much is this fraction? So a quarter of 76 means you're dividing 76 into 4 equal parts, and you want to know what is the value of 1 out of those 4 parts. And it's simply done. 1/4 multiplied by 76 gives us $19. 3/9 is the same as, so here we're looking at equivalent fraction. When you want to examine the denominators of the options you have to see what's the relationship with the denominator of 3/9 to the rest. So here I am changing, okay, that should have been a 3 up top. So it is 3 multiplied by 3 giving us 9, 9 multiplied by 3 giving us 27. That is if I wanted to change 3/9 to bring it to an equivalent fraction in the 27th. All right, so as you can see, dividing by 3 would give us a third. So 3/9 is equivalent to a third.